Welcome to another video. Just when I thought the whole craziness and excitement has started to subside after all this exciting Tesla news last week with the semi-truck and the Roadster and the range and everything, boom, another great news, this time about Model 3. Yes, I know I said it in the same sentence, great news and Model 3. So let's talk about it. But before that, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Alex, and if you are interested in staying up to date with everything that's going on in the world of electric cars, well, this week it was kind of overtaken by Tesla, but go ahead and click on that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss anything moving forward, but most importantly, become a part of our community. All right, let's talk about Model 3. This is the picture that I took with it at the factory. This is the color that I'm hoping to get it. So, but yeah, so today, there were many reports from many people who are early reservation holders for the Model 3 that they're receiving let's get started emails, which are the emails that you get when Tesla is ready to receive your configuration order, which means they're going to start producing your car. This is what it looks like. I'll show you in a second. This is very similar to what the employees Tesla employees were getting, you know, whenever that was kind of getting started in June, July. Not much difference in the configurator itself, so there's almost no differences there, but they are promising these cars in their hands, well, in their possession really, within the next 4 weeks, I guess. So this is real now. The real people, not the Tesla employees, just the public, is going to be getting the Tesla Model 3, and I think this is really cool. And I'm a little surprised that I'm not one of those people, because I really went to the factory and got my name on the list within the first 3 hours. Obviously, I'm the current Tesla owner, and I'm in California, so that's usually a combination that's supposed to get you in the first batch. Maybe I'll be receiving that email, you know, soon. But so far I haven't received it. And if you are in the chat and live chat right now, or watching on the replay, I'm curious to know, have you guys already reserved your spot? And if so, when and where you're located, so that way, and when is your estimated time of delivery? Now, this is great news, and I'll tell you why. You know, Tesla had obviously a lot of issues with the Model 3, delaying it and not producing enough in the first 3 months as they promised. Well, you know, they've moved our estimations by 1 month, and people are still saying, you know, well, you know, I don't know, is it really going to be in another month, or they're going to push it more? When it looks like it's pretty much 1 month. Originally, they were promising to get these cars to the first people, their non-Tesla employees, in the late October. No, I believe late November. So this is really just going to be about a month and a half. You know, from when they originally promised. But most importantly, this tells us that it looks like whatever it is that they had problems with, they either fixed or they're very close to fixing, or at least they know they're going to fix it soon. So this way they are going to be rolling out these cars to us. And this means that all of the major issues have been resolved, which was the whole point, right? The reason they were selling it to their employees, not just as an appreciation to them, which was, I'm sure, part of it, but also because they wanted to make sure that any problems that were kind of in the beginning going on with those cars, they were resolved. And so that's good to hear that they're moving forward. I was really excited, so I actually went to the Tesla factory and walked around. I actually needed to supercharge for like 5 minutes or so. I walked around. This is the lot right next to the superchargers. Here, I'll show you guys this full screen. This, I probably saw like 30 Model S cars. I'm sorry, Model 3, as you can see, like 2, 3 in a row. I would say about 30 altogether. So that was exciting, because these are pretty much all the cars that we're seeing on the road, because this you know, belong to the employees that you already purchased it. I didn't see anything about the VIN numbers that was out of extraordinary. I saw one that was 666, which I thought was a little bit, you know, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. So then I will, as you can see, just different colors. I just walked around and just, you know, it's kind of really cool to see them in person. And this is a Model 3 being tested at their track right next to the factory. I think they were testing a couple of them, which is, you know, all great news for us. You know, and I was just really excited to see them in person. It's just kind of a, you know, pumped me up. Now, I myself probably not going to be getting it right away, because I want to wait until my lease expires for my current model, at least one of my Model S's. So I'm going to get it then. And I think I want this shorter range, because I like I told you guys, I really feel like 200 miles is more than enough for me, even though I drive a lot. But yeah, it's exciting news, guys. This is actually happening. I'm actually, I don't know if I'm like one of the few people who are this excited about it, because I've seen some articles and whatever, but people are not freaking out. But I think they should, because this is the time when we're all getting these cars. I know they're going to be ramping it up. I know it's not going to be right away, but I know I will be seeing more of them out on the street, and just that alone gets me really excited. So by the way, if you guys haven't noticed yet, this video on the channel is sponsored by EV Annex or Evanex, however you want to pronounce it. I got a couple of products that have been sitting still in boxes that I wanted to review for you guys. I will do that as soon as I can. And if you haven't seen my video about the now one of the 2 largest superchargers in America, in Kettleman City, I did a full report on it. There's another one that opened in Baker, California, which is halfway from Vegas to Los Angeles. But I thought, you know, if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. I tried to get as much out of this as possible, so you can kind of see what it's like to be there. If you haven't seen it, please go ahead and go to the homepage of my channel and check it out. Let's talk about comment of the day, and this one once again comes from In My Honest Opinion. As you can see, I had to move it because it's so long. Usually he does write relatively long replies and comments, which I appreciate. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he was basically doing some calculations about the solar arrays that I saw on that supercharger location, the largest one in Kettleman City. I mean, it was pretty obvious. You can see his calculations. I think they're right on the money. But, you know, obviously those solar panels are not all powering, you know, the owner's lounge and all the superchargers. I would really be surprised if they are, probably not, but, you know, they've used as much of real estate as they could, you know, to make it as green as possible. So if you want to check it out, it's in the comments of that video, but I kind of wanted to feature that and to kind of once again thank him and so many of you guys for contributing to my comment section. Just like I said, I really consider this more of a hangout where I can tell you about the news that's happening, but I really just want to hear what you guys think. Now, people in the chat talking about the Model 3. Let me go back to my favorite picture. Ben says, in Australia, try not to get excited as I will be 2 years older. That's true, but you know, we got to start selling them here before they get to Australia. But definitely it's exciting that it's starting here, right? Because that's the first step, or I guess second step. Ticoli 100 says, Alex, you may have mentioned it before, but I didn't retain it or hear you answer. What are you going to do with your Model S after reserving your Model 3? Well, both of my Model S cars are leases. I might prolong them by 6 months, which usually is the case, but once that's over, I'm going to return them. I prefer not to drive cars that are not under warranty, which they won't be. And with the Model S, I'm still a little bit afraid to drive it without the warranty. But I will get a newer one for myself probably, and my girlfriend will probably drive the Model 3 unless we really change our minds. I just feel like that's just more of a commuter car because, you know, whenever we're together, we drive my car anyway. But yeah, we got to talk about it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to return them. If they're worth more than my residual, I will sell them, pay the bank off, and then you know, keep probably a grand or two, because that's one of the many great things about the lease, that you never lose money on your residual value on your car. Let's see. Agent RR says, I don't know if RR stands for Rolls-Royce, but I am a reservation holder and I don't know what to expect. Are we really going to see our Model 3 anytime soon? I keep checking, but Tesla is keeping the same date for my delivery. So here's the thing. I think very much like with the Model X and the Model S, the rollout is going to be like this. If you're in California, if you reserve it on the first day, and if you're current Tesla owner, you will be getting it first. Also, you need to make sure that you are keeping the, for now at least, the long range and I believe the premium package, right? So it was the same with the Model S and the 7 Model X. The higher priced ones will go first. So if that's a combination of those four, you'll be getting it first. I believe they're still going to accommodate the Tesla owners, but I don't think they will be accommodating Tesla owners who want a single motor. And then it will start spreading to further and further and further. I think some people in other states indicated that their delivery is going to be in California, so they will be ahead of everybody. And then they will start making deliveries in other countries and so forth. So that's the plan. That's how they did it with others. So I think you know, your estimator should tell you about when you're going to be getting it, and it looks like it's relatively precisely right now. Ticoli said, Ticoli 100 says, never mind, you just answered my question. I don't think I did, but now I did. So Ben says, go for big battery. I don't think I will, because just like I said, one of our cars is just a regular 60 and I never get even close. And I, just like I said, I drive a lot. I never get close to having it empty. And we just had so many more superchargers built. There's one literally 3 minutes away from me, just about to open in Sunnyvale, California. Let's see. Ben said, love the ending of our Kettleman video. Yes, that was my girlfriend, you know, basically hijacking my camera and, you know, making fun of me. You can watch it at the end of that video. I thought it was hilarious. It's also on my Instagram if you just want to see that piece. It is at instagram.com/e4electric. Let's see. Yeah, so guys, this is exciting news. Please let me know in your comments again if you're getting one, when, and so forth. If you're excited about it, I am excited. Maybe it is that maybe it is the fact that I walked around, as you can see in my video again, the factory today and look at a lot of them in person and on the track. But yeah, it's exciting. Now tomorrow I'm going to do this at 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. Once again, it sounds like a lot of people prefer that time. We are going to talk about some news, unless something else happens with Tesla. There are a lot of exciting news that happen in the world of electric cars, guys, with the Mercedes and Faraday Future, and I think the biggest one with Fisker. So I'm going to try to tackle those tomorrow with you guys, because they're actually just as exciting. So yeah, it is happening, guys. But yeah, so I hope I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me once again live, and for those of you who are watching in the replay, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, please don't forget to stay charged.